Question over here from Matthew over on YouTube. Doing a task sequence to replace, it says doing a task, but I think it's doing a task sequence to replace a computer. I've imported computer information and everything looks okay. Entered the PC name and MAC address of the replacement PC, but when I boot up the replacement PC, it does not PXE boot. And I get a message that the network adapter, a boot image was not found. SCSI disk bootloader did not load an OS. I've deployed several PCs already, so PXE does appear to be working, and the MAC address is correct.
Let me see if I got that right. I mean, the most common reason for PXE failing in this particular scenario is that the boundary group that this PC is a part of is pointing to a distribution point that simply don't have the boot image distributed to it. I see that happen all the time. You have 10 DPs, but the boot image is only on 8 of them. And then you have a bunch of clients that happen to point to the other 2 that don't have the boot image. And then you get that type of error in the log file. But it's also very common that you may have that machine registered basically a duplicate MAC address in the system or something like that. So you may have to do some cleanup, but usually you can just, I mean, if I go to server here, not that one, and head over to devices, you can always search for the MAC address or part of the MAC address. It is not 01, it's 00 155D. And see if you find a device. And see if the device is in a collection that actually have a deployment. If it's an unknown device and you have, or if you have deployments to unknown computers and the device happen to be known, well, you have to nuke it before you can deploy it again. So it's a little bit hard to say exactly from what the message was in there, but it's usually not too hard to figure out why a PXE boot is not working. If the problem was related to disk, not finding the disk, that's more likely to either an incorrect BIOS configuration, meaning RAID instead of HCI, or that you have a fancy storage controller that you need a driver for. You need to add that to the boot image. But that wouldn't show up in the PXE log as not finding the boot image. So the SMS PXE log is your friend, definitely.